When the sun went down 50,000 years ago, something changed. The world our ancestors knew during the day, the one they could see, predict, control, disappeared. In its place, darkness, cold, and the sound of things they couldn't see. So what did ancient humans actually do when night fell? The answer shaped almost everything about who we became. For early humans, night wasn't cozy. It was the most dangerous 12 hours of their lives. Human eyes are terrible in low light. We lost most of our night vision millions of years ago when our ancestors became daytime hunters, but the predators around them hadn't. Big cats, hyenas, wolves. Most of them hunted best exactly when humans could see least. Every rustle in the dark could be nothing, or it could be everything. This fear wasn't irrational, it was earned, and it meant night required a plan. The plan was fire. Evidence of controlled fire goes back at least 1 million years, and by the time of early Homo sapiens and Neanderthals, it was central to nightly survival. Fire did 4 things at once. It lit the darkness, it scared off predators who feared flame, it kept bodies warm through cold nights, and it let people cook food that would otherwise spoil. Groups would keep a fire burning through the entire night, taking turns feeding it. Losing the fire wasn't an inconvenience. It could be a death sentence. Here's something strange. For most of human history, people probably didn't sleep the way we do. Historical records and studies of modern pre-industrial societies suggest humans once slept in 2 segments: a first sleep, then an hour or two awake in the middle of the night, then a second sleep. That waking window wasn't wasted time. People used it to tend the fire, talk quietly, even have sex, before drifting off again. This pattern only disappeared once artificial light let us compress our night into one solid block. With nothing to do but sit by the fire, ancient humans talked, and this might be one of the most important things that happened at night. Anthropologists studying modern hunter-gatherer groups find that daytime conversation is mostly practical: who found what, who needs what. But nighttime talk around the fire becomes something else. Stories, myths, gossip, jokes, memories of the dead. Firelight conversation is where culture is transmitted, where the group's history, rules, and identity get passed down. In a very real sense, the campfire was humanity's first classroom. Above them, the night sky offered something the day couldn't: a clock and a calendar. Without clouds or artificial light, ancient humans had an unbelievably clear view of the stars, a view almost nobody alive today has ever seen. They used star positions to track seasons, plan migrations, and time hunts. Some of the earliest known symbolic markings, carved tens of thousands of years ago, may be lunar calendars. Tally marks tracking the phases of the moon. Night wasn't only practical, it was spiritual. Many of the oldest cave paintings, deep in chambers that only firelight could reach, seem to have been made or viewed specifically at night. Flickering firelight making painted animals appear to move. Night was when people buried their dead, held rituals, and likely told the stories that would become the first religions and myths. An attempt to explain a world that, in darkness, felt far less controllable. And someone always had to stay awake. Evidence and comparisons with modern hunter-gatherer groups suggest early humans took shifts, a rotating watch through the night, always at least one person alert, listening, watching the tree line. This wasn't paranoia. Groups that didn't do this didn't survive to pass on the habit. Fire, storytelling, shared watch, staring at the stars. None of this was optional. It was survival. But along the way, it built something more: our earliest religions, our oldest stories, our instinct to gather close and talk when the lights go down. In a strange way, we still do a version of all of this every single night. We just don't always notice.